All right, here we go. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. We're here at the studios of WSAN Radio, and boy, do I have a show for y'all today. I've been bragging about this all day. Now reality's sitting in, so I gotta make sure I bring it. Okay, I told them to make sure all the seats are full. It's gonna be just like church. So, and I told them the tray be passed around in the middle, in the beginning, in the middle, and at the end, because I'm greedy. But here is the cast of Through Their Eyes with my main man right there, Mr. Goode.
Woo! Yeah! It is a blessing for all of us to be here on WSAN with DJ Ron. We are so excited to be on your podcast. We're so excited about the show coming up next week, and we got a lot to talk about.
All right, let me get my mic so I mosey on down there and blend in with the crowd. You know. So we were talking at, see, this guy came to Ball Hogs. He came to just introduce himself, and I tried to get him to sing, and he said, I don't sing. I tried it. How many times I questioned you about singing?
Quite a few, and I'm still not going to sing.
He's still not going to sing. But he acts, he does all this, produce, write, but, you know, but don't sing. But I'm pretty sure it's some beautiful voices in here. Oh, somebody pointing at. And what's your name, young lady? Margie Griffin. They already pointing towards you. So who is the ringleader out the whole crew? Who's? So who is the most outspoken one? Stephanie. Over there looking like Clara Huxtable. You just came on in and all eyes looked at you. You sat down there and said, I'm running the show tonight. You did. I said it. Yes. Sometimes I do things on the radio station and I said, did I say that? And I questioned, I said, yes, I did. And I don't take it back. Because once it's out there, it's out there.
Well, I will act as if I.
Oh, that's why you're doing a play, right? Now, there's one guy I want to give my support and everything to. That's this comedian right here, Jay Scott. We've been knowing each other. We have been knowing each other for a while, and he came to me and said, Ron, can I come on your show? I got some things to say. First, we started off on the phone.
Yeah.
Now I told him, no, it's done, buddy. You got to come in and do it live. He came in one Saturday. I set up everything for Saturday. We had a crowd in here because Mr. Williams was doing barbecue and all that stuff. We had K-Set that came in, all that came in. And, you know, I was stuck around, too, getting my face on TV. Yeah.
Yep.
So what you got going on now? Are you in this play?
Yeah. So, you know, I'm a part of this wonderful cast right here. And, you know, I'm just working on things in 2024 and just keeping consistent, you know. So, I mean, I got a degree in theater, so acting is my love, passion from the jump. So
you might as well go for use that degree, brother.
Yeah, and I'm with a wonderful cast. This is like the best cast.
Look at how much y'all pay him to say that.
Everybody's talented.
Oh, good. Mr. Goode, you want to introduce some of your cast members right here?
God is alive. God, I will. God is alive. Well, first of all, let me tell you about the production that's coming up. So, Through Their Eyes, with every newspaper news story, a story that I heard personally, I put myself in the victim's shoes and I wrote their stories. I've taken people's traumatic stories out of a book and put it on stage. There's a live band or performer that performs between each monologue, and we have paintings from painters who've been through trauma, who's painted pictures for the show. So what we're doing is called the Still Life Art Gallery, and we're going to be at Brick at Blue Star, and it's an empty space, so we're going to put, let's say, 3 pictures on one side of the wall, 3 pictures on the other side of the wall. We're going to decorate the scene where something traumatic happened, and then the actors are going to pose in front of that scene. And they're going to work through poses, so when you walk in, it's an interactive production where you're walking around and they're going through poses, and then when the show begins, it comes to life.
Wow. So how long did it take you to put this together?
We have been working on this for about a month now.
A month?
And literally, well, I gave them the script, and they've been working on it before I got here, and I got in town in San Antonio about a week ago, and I mean, we had 1-2 rehearsals, and the rehearsals already looking like the real show.
Ooh. Ouch. So when is your next rehearsal? Wow. Well, when is your next rehearsal?
I don't know. They keep asking me that. You put me on the spot with a lot. So,
the reason why I asked that, I just want to come and drop by and see the rehearsal.
you got to come to the show.
I'm coming to that. Just to let everybody know, I will be there broadcasting live and interviewing y'all.
Yeah, that's right.
The show is going. So that will answer his next 24 questions. I talked to him on the phone, and it's a thing called chemistry. And when you get things together, the flow is good when the chemistry is there. When we talked on the phone, I swear, it seemed like I've been knowing this guy for 10, 20 years, because it was just automatic click. And we started talking and everything. As a matter of fact, he reached out to me, and who was I telling somebody I'm a one-man show? I told somebody that, and it took me a while to get back to him, but I got back to him, and I said, yeah, we can make it happen as soon as you come into town. And that's how that went. I haven't known this guy not even a month and a half. And it seemed like I've been knowing him forever. That's the positive energy that people draw to you on. Because you bring that energy out and people feed off you. Whether you know it or not, they're feeding off you everything that you're doing. You could probably just look at them without even saying a word. Am I pretty close to that? Yeah.
But I guarantee they all know that it comes from a place of love. 100%. It comes from a place of love. Yes. God. No, they can introduce themselves.
Yeah, start on the far
Thank
end.
you, Stephanie.
Hand the mic to the young lady on the far right.
Hello.
It's on.
There we go. All right. Hi, my name is Jania Moore, also known as the Fire Starter. And I won't do the whole spiel, but I am the newbie in the group. I'm so excited to be a part of this. It took about 10 years for Mr. Raymond to finally put me in one of his monologues. I've been begging him for years, okay? So I made the cut, and I'm so excited. And just the love of the cast, oh my God, I've never been around so much just passion for the craft, passion for telling someone's story, because we all have a story, right? But to embody the true essence of someone else's story, to bring it to life for other people is so amazing. So I love the cast. I thank God for the director, and so excited to be here.
All right.
Wow. Well, I'm delighted to be here tonight also. My name is Margie Nell Griffin. I am known in San Antonio as the Songbird, a.k.a. Bird. I've been singing since the age of 4, 56 years this year. And I think what I bring to this group is that I have the willingness to be myself, my authentic self, and to share my gifts with others. I'm also a painter, which I've become a painter in the last 2 years. And one of my pieces will be a part of that night also. So I'm so excited to be able to share my gift of the arts and be amongst the most phenomenal people.
My name is Stephanie Nias, aka Fire with 3 eyes, because I'm just that hot. Which stands for humble, open, and transparent. This has been like my 7th year working with Mr. Goode. He is phenomenal. He's given me the opportunity to embody a piece that is so personal, but layered with so much depth. You will see me in a very vulnerable state. So get your tickets. Get your tickets. You do not want to miss this. This is an opportunity. It's a gift. It's a blessing to be able to be surrounded by some phenomenal talented, gifted people. And my San Antonians, come on out. It's Dream Week. It's a Dream Week event. Yes. Let's be a part of the dream.
Yes.
Because we all are dreamers.
Ooh, yes. I like that.
Hi, my name is Phoenix. You said something about it being Dream Week and us all being dreamers, right? And so that's what I love about this production, and I appreciate Mr. Goode for inviting me to be a part of this, because I am also a visionary. I'm a small business owner. I do a little bit of modeling on the side or whatever, and so this gives me a wonderful opportunity to express myself in relation to what we've seen our ancestors go through, which is also part of the reason why I became a holistic health practitioner. So these are just some of the things that I do, because I know that a lot of people need healing because of past trauma. So a lot of people in the world and in the Black community go through a lot of things that affect them mentally, physically, and spiritually. And so this is a life-changing event, and I'm glad to be a part of it. So y'all come on out. Come on out.
I am so excited. My name is Bevelyn Beecham, and AKA Amazing Blazing Bevelyn. I am so excited. This is my second time working in a venue with the wonderful anointed director Raymond Goode, and I'm so excited to be here and be a part of this, because I have been writing since I was, 16, writing stories, and I've had a chance to share some of the stories that I've written internationally. And to be a part of this is another door that is open for me to learn from, and to draw from, and to be loved on by all of y'all. And so I'm excited to be here. You guys have to come out, because it's so amazing. It's part of my AKA, right? It's such an amazing production that's anointed by God. God poured this into our visionary over here, Raymond Goode, and I'm so glad that he didn't keep it to himself, that he's sharing it with the world. And it will go international in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
I keep this gravy train rolling. I'm comedian Jay Scott. It's an honor and pleasure to be down here. My bad. Let me get it right. This is a very talented cast, and I'm just honored to be here. I definitely have a lot going on, but I wanted to definitely make time to be a part of this production right here. As soon as I got the extension, brought to me of being part of this, I automatically took it. I met Raymond a few years ago, actually, and we never had a chance. I actually auditioned for him, and from that audition, we just stayed in contact. And once he notified me about this project, I was there. I was not going to miss this. Even if it's for one line, one scene, I was there. So, I appreciate all this right here.
Hi, good evening. My name is Nicole Bird. I do not have a fabulous nickname, but I would really, really like one. So if we could work on that, that would be fantastic, okay? Okay. I am the light. Oh, I love that. The light. That feels good. Okay, thank you. So I was blessed by having Mr. Goode cross my path about 3 years ago at Fashion Week. It was Make a Dream Week, and my best friend, Kat Morales, she was doing makeup for the fashion show, and we just struck up a conversation, and I told him how much I love to sing and how I always regretted not auditioning for Glinda the Good Witch and the Wizard of Oz, and how I kick myself to this day. And he said, well, I've got this going on. And he was just looking at me, and he was looking at me with those eyes like, I have something, I know what it is, it's there. And he said, I have an idea. And I said, okay. And I told my friends, I'll be back. And I ran up the stairs, and I spoke the written word that he had asked for me to lay out and just, feel it. And I did. And he said, okay, can you be here on da-da-da-da-da-da? And I said, yes, sure, wonderful. I've had the opportunity to meet some amazing, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful souls. I'm so happy to see and be a part of this beautiful cast and these amazing stories that will speak to you on so many different levels that you will just not even believe. And it is an absolute pleasure and a blessing to be here amongst all of you and be able to participate in this amazing event again this year.
Hello, my name is Tony Antonio Salazar. I met Mr. Goode about a few years ago. He was having a show at the Blue Star once again. And he saw some of my paintings. I have a barber. I was cutting his hair, and I asked him what he did. He said he was an author and a playwright. And I go, whoa, you don't hear that all the time. So, I got interested, and then I found out how good of a person he was, and I really liked the show that he has. He asked me to make a painting during the show. And he also asked me to be an announcer. He asked me to do a bilingual announcement since it was during the Dia de los Muertos that weekend. And I agreed to do it, and I loved doing that. It was such a great experience, and I'll help Mr. Goode anytime he comes into town. Matter of fact, I can't wait for him to come back.
Hello. My name's Imani B. This is going to be my first time being added to the show, and I've never felt anything so moving in my life, like just being emotionally just bombarded in these practices. I've never felt something so strong, so compelling ever. So this is absolutely amazing. I feel like everyone should definitely come out to see the show because I want to share this feeling with everyone. I met Raymond at the Blue Star at his last production, and it was beautiful then, and I can't believe that I'm a part of the production now. So being able to be a part of this and meet everybody and to see how they can bring these pieces to life has been just astronomical. So thank you very much for having me.
Hello to all of San Antonio. Hello. Hey to San Antonio. My name is Monessa Esquivel. It is a pleasure. The day I met Raymond Goode was a long time ago. And I was like, who is this person selling their books here? And it's like, oh, you act? Yes, I do. Oh, okay, I got this thing going on. Do you want to be a part of it? Yes, sure, we can be a part of it. And then it brought me to the Carver Library. And then it brought me to the Southwest Workers Union. And then it brought me to all these other places through this production of Through Their Eyes. And I've had the pleasure to meet so many talented, beautiful people through this production. Through Their Eyes, the story of many that have been told to Raymond Goode, he put in print. And we, as actors and actresses, make that come to life for everyone to see. January 18th. Do not forget this date. We are in Dream Week. Come and support us, please. We will be thankful. We're looking forward to see every single one of you.
That's the camera right there, right? Right there. First of all, I am Michael DeRamos, a.k.a. Duck Easy. I come with good looks, charms, and personality. Let me give credit where credit is due. This will be my second year working in my monologue, which is Step in the Name of Love, which is a wonderful monologue because it's actually more personable for me because I lost my father, I won't say at a young age, I lost him in 2009. And so when Raymond Goode introduced me with that monologue, man, it took me 3 nights to cry over it, and it took me 34 seconds just to get it right. You know what I mean? I am the talented one out of this group now. Just saying. I was there playing San Antonio. Listen, y'all in for a good treat. January the 28th, y'all come down. This is something that y'all don't want to miss. 18th, I apologize. I'm trying to. It happens, all right? January the 18th at the Brick. It's going down, okay? Y'all bring your napkins, bring your towels. Gonna be some crying going on. Gonna be some hugging, gonna be some laughing. Most of all, you're gonna see all of us put something out to the community that we hope to get back in a positive realm. This is 2024. And if you're about that Joker stuff, man, get out the door. We don't want that. Raymond Goode, thank you. And thank you too, Ron.
Well, hi, y'all. Hello. How are we doing? Right. I'm Hyphen, a.k.a. Hyphen. My mama calls me Hyphen. Everybody call me Hyphen. That's it. Oh, yeah, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. This is my first production when it comes to acting. I've always loved it. I've never known much about it, but what I've learned from watching this cast is how much care and passion they've put into each and every one of their parts. You could tell they went home, they studied it, they looked at it, they made sure that when it comes to January 18th, they're going to get this right. They're going to have it on point. You're going to be crying. You're going to be laughing, like he said. And I've just been so appreciative of how inviting they've been also. And me being a fresh actor, you know what I'm saying? I do music, plug. And Hyphen Official IG, plug. Diamond Dazzle Gems, plug. Tears Help the Flowers Grow podcast, plug. Through Their Eyes on January 18th, 2 and 6, plug. So go check it out. It's love everywhere, and you're definitely going to feel it when you walk in. I can't wait to see everybody's reaction, and I can't wait to see the final performance as well, even being in the production. So come on down. Come on down.
And it's been like 4 years every time Raymond has come to San Antonio. I've done a part for him. This part, how long did it take you to talk me into it? A while? A while? It's a tough part. It's called Nazi Salute, and I happen to be Jewish. So that was a tough thing. But second year I am doing this. I write comedy sketch. I'm retired military. I'm also retired Baltimore City Fire Department. Lived here for 8 years. And I have to say, come on out and see this production. Something in this production is going to touch you. When it does, you will know that it's reached out to you. So either at 2 o'clock or 6 o'clock on the 18th, be there or be square.
So I'm Defiant Darius, CEO of Illustrate Records, veteran. I'm an artist, I'm an activist, and I'm also now an actor thanks to Mr. Goode. I remember I was sitting at a show, I wasn't even performing, I was just supporting other artists, and he came up to me out of nowhere. He's like, "You act?" I was like, "What?" And I was like, "All right, yeah, I'll give it a shot." And through Your Eyes, Their Eyes, the play, I met Duck, and through Duck, I opened up for Music Soul Child, Juvenile, and through that connect, I now have a record label in LA looking at me, right? It's a domino effect, and it all came from Mr. Goode, right? And I feel like this play is going to have a similar effect on the community because it's like you never know what action, what moments, what words or story will cause a change. right? We often march and we say their names. Well, we're telling their stories, right? Stories that might not even be relevant now, but stories that should never be forgotten. You know what I'm saying? So don't forget it. January 18th, come see the play Through Their Eyes.
Good evening, everyone. I am a T. Rochelle guest. I'm in it, right? I'll be very honest with you. I believe it was through the radio station that Raymond and I connected, and I'm going to tell you, I've been on every stage that every performance he's put out, I've been on it. I evolved from Goodies, that's where I started, but now I'm going to be telling the story of, or speaking upon Trayvon Martin and those who have lost their lives due to police brutality and those things, and that we see, but it doesn't affect us until it hits our front door.
Right.
So it's a powerful piece. It really makes you think, not just about 2024, but 1999, 1980, 73, 56, 45, 32. You count it, we in it. There has not been a time in history where you have not seen the unfortunate brutality of the black, brown man or woman, child. We tell these stories because the victims or those who went through these experiences can't tell their story. Somebody's always saying, tell your story. Don't let somebody else tell your story. Well, unfortunately, everybody can't tell their story. So thank you, sir, for the opportunity to give life, to give a remembrance and an honoring to those who have been through these misfortunes. But it keeps it fresh on your mind that this is something that's real. This is still going on. It's still modern day slavery. It's still girls throwing their babies in the trash. It's still those who have the memory of what the Nazis did. And of course, it's still black brutality. We still dying in the streets. So here we are to tell the story. Again, thank you, sir, for the platform. Thank you for pulling me out of a space that I was in, because it was funny, because he gave me the script, and I'm slow with it, right? I take my time with stuff. I really do. But I just so happened had gone through a traumatic event. Like, it was traumatic. He came over, we were going to do rehearsal, and I was like, bro, I can't do this. My head ain't right. He said, what you mean? Take that trauma and put it to the paper. Take that, embody that, and put it into this work. When I tell you, that was probably the best advice that I ever could have gotten, because I'm dope with it. I'm gonna let him be the best, but I'm dope with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm dope with it, but this brother gave me an opportunity. So, you know, for that, I say thank you. My man behind up there, we got a little history. I love you always.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? The city is small, but, you know, we all connected. Some I went to school with, some I met through the radio, some I met through this production, some I've known forever. You know what I'm saying? But whatever it is, it's love, it's peace, and it's goodness. Come on out, January 18th, 2 and 6. Right. There you go. We're going to be at the Brick. Show up. We love you guys. Thank you.
So my name is Clady Bonds. I am the owner of Gal Sugar's Hidden Roots. It is called that. Thank you. It's called that because my mom, when she was a little girl, she used to stick her finger in the sugar. And so my grandmother would tell her, Gal, get your hand out that sugar. So they started calling her Gal Sugar. So I've learned to cook from her, but from generations, from aunts to uncles and aunties. And so I blended all those together, and it's created Gal Sugar's Hidden Roots. So I will be there amongst all these beautiful, wonderful, talented people serving you some good goodies. Yes, I will be there. So I will be at the 6 o'clock. So you make sure you're there. I will be out there selling some good old food for you. And most of y'all have tasted my food, and y'all know my nickname is Yum Yum. Raymond, I thank you so much for every opportunity that you have given me. I've done some of the monologues before, but now he called me to do the food, and I'm humble. I'm grateful. You know I love you. You know you, my guy. Thank all of you, and y'all come out January 18th.
Hey.
Oh, my name is Ronnie, and
I'm Big Ronnie.
there's just a lot going on in my mind right now.
So this is Raymond being Raymond, of course, expanding things. All these grown-ups are here doing this tough stuff, and he decided he want to challenge the youth. Say, we're gonna pull you up, we're gonna make you stretch yourselves emotionally and everything. So Raymond reached out. I was in the last production, and once again, that Raymond being Raymond is very challenging to have to go through that. Main thing about Raymond is so challenging is like he gives you things that's challenging to because it's stuff that you can relate to. But then there's stuff that's also there are roles that's challenging opposite of things that we wouldn't do. Like to have to sit there and connect with something that is so challenging to be like, I wouldn't do this, but I understand what the role is. And it's not about me. I have to sacrifice me and go to this place of challenge to get this story out. So that's Raymond, I guess, being Raymond. But like, I'm not comfortable. Okay, that's good. Okay. No, that's not good. I don't think that's good. Yeah, trust me. Just you got it. You're doing amazing. Really. His flattery is what gets you, right? You be like, I'm not good with this. You're doing amazing, though. But he reached out to me, and I should have known, like I said, just the way anytime somebody, he's the most, like if he asks you a question, there's like 5 things already behind that question. Yeah. And you don't even realize. They're like, hey, you know any kids like around 9 years old? And I was like, yeah, I got a son. Cool. What you asking for? Next thing I know, my son was in here. I had no clue. I should have said no, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry, son. I didn't know. He set me up. Okay? Yeah. So, but yeah. I tried to pull Raymond with my son. I didn't tell him what it was. I was like, hey, we doing a play. Just come with me. Oh, okay, cool, Dad. And he got there and was not prepared for the emotions that he has to pull together. But go ahead, tell me. He's been acting for a while. I've been acting since 2010. The main thing I like about Raymond Productions is, like I said, I've done stuff, SAG, ABC, HBO, all that stuff, and it's controlled. It's filtered. You can only go so far. You can only go so close to the edge because of who it's given to. With Raymond, that edge is like, no, the edge is real. And if it's real, and so that's the most amazing thing about it is I encourage you to come to the 2 o'clock and the 6 o'clock because it's not going to be the same. Like, people will read it once, and then the next time it is based on how they feeling, whatever it is, and it's a totally different emotional experience that you're going to go through. Just, even though it's the same words. So that's the most amazing thing is, like I said, he allows us to. The words are very well written themselves, but then to have the cast that can be devoted and be committed and be bought into it and just connect with it emotionally. It's no matter how many times you see it. I mean, last time we did probably about 4 different times between the high schools and the different shows, and each time it was just like I thought I saw this before, but and so that's Mr. Goode for this production. What you got to say, son? I've been doing a lot of talking, trying to stall for you. Go ahead.
So, when I heard about the play, I was like, yeah, I've been wanting to do acting jobs for a while because they were just like fun for me. So when I found out that it was about like losing a father, my mind just went down into the dump because like it's a lot to process, and I like my dad a lot, so it's a lot to process about losing him. Yeah. So but he kept on telling me that that it's not real and it's just for play. So, I've just been like going through a lot of emotions, and like when we were practicing in the car, I started tearing up a little bit, and he told me that I'm gonna make people cry because of all the sad emotions, and that they're gonna start crying along with me. So and he said that's what makes me a good actor. It's about other people. I honestly don't know.
Tell them about January 18th.
You should come out January 18th because we're going to be doing an awesome play, and I love to be in it at 2 o'clock and 6 o'clock, and I am grateful that God has put me through all this. I'm grateful that God has put me through all this amazing wonderfulness. I am happy with the family I have, and I would like a bunch of people to get what they need and to help live and survive. And yet again, people should just come at 2 o'clock and 6 o'clock on January 18th.
You know, when you get youth out here with an old soul, and they can say that right, they bring goosebumps to you. He know what it's all about. He know it brought tears to his eyes. It's little acting, emotion, and being yourself. And that's what people gonna look at. Yeah, they gonna cry. They're gonna cry, and when they're gonna cry, ask for your autograph too. But somebody hit a key point right here, saying that you do the play several times. Each time you do it, it feels different because every day is not the same. You're sad one day, but you know you gotta get up and do that play, and your emotions played a part of that play. And sometimes you did something you didn't know what you didn't do, but can you duplicate it? Sometimes it's hard with emotions to duplicate something like that. And with this cast right here, I know y'all got an emotional roller coaster going on and everything. I want to pick on my lady right here. Yeah, we go back. We go back a long way.
Yeah.
So with you with this acting, you just said that you wasn't ready for it, and he said, "Yeah, just go ahead and."
Yeah.
He did he wake you up?
She woke me up because when I first saw her at the one radio, that's where we first met at. When she talked, and then when she talked, she would have this hawkiness to her voice. So it was very passionate when she was talking, and when she's talking about community activism, and she's like, Trayvon Martin, and he was going, like she was really hit, and I was very impressed with how she talked, and I said, we're gonna just channel this into a story. So she more impressed me when I first saw her.
Wow. Okay, I'll take that.
And this young man right here. How long you been acting?
This will be my second time, literally.
Second time?
We used to have my school, I'm from Houston, and we had a digital media academy. So I knew how to write the scripts, but I never really got in front of the camera. So my first time ever acting was in the first play I did with Mr. Goode, and this will be my second time.
So when you got on the stage first time around, let's not talk about butterflies. I'm gonna talk about bats. So how many of them bats had to escape before you were out there? You know what I mean? Because when you go action, boom, then you go, oh man.
You know, the crazy thing about it, the first time acting with Mr. Goode was also my first performance of that year, as a rapper as well. So there was a lot of butterflies, you know what I'm saying? But I also kind of had to remind myself, I'm like, you're a veteran. You know, so I was like, go up here, do what you got to do, and make the people feel it. You know, and he was very supporting, and I didn't really have too much butterflies because of that.
Yeah.
What was the role you had to play?
I was a criminal. In the particular play I was doing, I was a former drug dealer, and I had was writing love letters to the woman I was with before I got locked up. And it was telling the stories, but it was also like kind of a sweet, a little bit comedy as well, a nice little touch in the play, you know, because it was like, I felt like it was exactly what it was needed at that particular point in the play to like lift the moods real quick.
This is going to be to everybody. I just ask this one question. When you go in there and when you're rehearsing, and you kind of sort of stumble your lines, who's the go-to person come and tell you, don't worry about it?
Nobody. Nobody.
I love that.
Nobody.
You let them pick up yourself?
You tell yourself, because the beauty of this thing is that it's well written, right? But what I appreciate is that Raymond allows you to bring yourself into this. Like, really. I'm not changing his words, but I am going to use the words that I can eloquently speak and convey the message. Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
So, with that ability, you can ad-lib a little bit. Nobody knows where you fumble, because you can come through with a little bit of passion, right? You can clean it up. You can take a moment and pause and make people think about what you said, all the while you trying to get it together. You know what I'm saying? So that's the beauty of it.
You said the right thing. Nobody knows who messed up except for you and probably Raymond. But you know, that's a good part when you said you keep it going, don't stop. But the pause part I like, because now you got them wondering, what's she getting ready to say? What is he getting ready to say?
Hanging on your word.
But the greatest thing about Raymond is that he doesn't put that type of pressure on you. Yeah. Because he knows that it's full of so much emotion. But Raymond he knows each one of us. And he knows what you're going to bring to the table. He knows that you're going to show up when it's necessary. Yeah. He knows you know how to turn it on, but you also know how to turn it off. And that's the difference. I've been acting, I've been modeling since I was 17, and I'll be 55 next year.
Ooh, get out of here, 21-year-old lady.
But the thing is, working with so many different people on so many different levels and so many different platforms, Raymond does give you the freedom to exercise your own voice, to exercise your own passion. But I think he's gotten to know a little bit of each one of us. And I think that we've kind of been handpicked for certain things. I just think we may not see his complete vision, but he has one. And when he starts to smirk like that, he's got something else that he just hasn't told us yet. You know, like he really hasn't, from him just giving me a piece of paper 7 years ago and said, read it, to now adding layers and layers and layers. Mm-hmm. This is such a beautifully perfected meal. Yes.
That's a good way to put it.
Yep. And it's been cooked with love. Mm-hmm. He allows it to marinate. Mm-hmm. It's seasoned just right.
That's right.
And it will touch each and every person's palate. No matter if you like soul food, Mexican food, Italian food, if you're vegan, if you're a vegetarian, there is something for every palate in this production.
That's why you sit in the middle.
A little bit. I was definitely enjoying it. I just want to add this one thing. I was literally, this is my first time, and I knew I didn't know everything. And I was like, I'm sorry, wait a minute, let me get my lines. And no one said anything. There was no pressure. So I took the pressure off myself. The level of excellence that he carries, we automatically want to step our game up to reach that level that our director carries throughout the production. That's why everybody's here is so amazing. Like, we cannot come half step, although he doesn't say it out of his mouth, although he's so encouraging to everybody when we're in character and how to amplify our character or embody our character. We just automatically want to be in that excellence that our director carries. And I just say thank you. I just wanted to add that.
Oh, and I was just going to say to piggyback off of that, when Mr. Goode approached me, it was via phone, but when I speak to this man on the phone, it's like he's right there in front of your face. And he said, hey, I'm coming back in town, and this is the role that I have for you. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful, and this speaks to me so much and amazing. And then I said, well, there was a little bit of a doubt, because I'm suffering from a medical condition to where half of my face is a little paralyzed. And I'm, a little self-conscious about it still, even though I'm working through it. And Mr. Goode didn't even take a breath, and he said, you're an actor. Let's act. And I said, okay. And so, to again, with being surrounded by all of these beautiful and amazing people, that also takes that worry and that of being self-conscious away. Because, like you just said, everybody's here for each other, and we are who we are. And again, just so blessed to have been selected to be the part that I'm portraying with a wonderful group.
Yep. How is it that the part that he writes for y'all, how close is that to you in real life? Does it
I can
sometime in real life?
I can talk a little bit to that. I lost many relatives in the Holocaust. A lot of. And I have been to all the Holocaust museums, including the ones in Israel, which is actually the most graphic. And the part I play as a Holocaust survivor comes very close to my heart, which is also why it took a long time for me to take the part, because it was so close to me. I remember when I was 13, I saw a documentary that my dad took me to see, and it was of the Holocaust. And in particular, some of the actual footage shot at Auschwitz, Dachau, all of the places. I didn't sleep for 7 days at 13. That really put a stamp on never forget in my head. What I like about doing this part is that it reminds people, don't forget. It doesn't necessarily mean because you're black, because someone is a person of color. All you have to do is be different from who is ever in power. That's all it takes. That little difference. So whether the person is black, brown, yellow, what people forget historically, there were 2 million Japanese in intern camps here too. All their rights were also taken away. So, does it touch me? Yes. People have seen my rehearsals. And every time I play it, it does come out a little bit different. Because sometimes you feel it a little bit more. So what you said about emotions, it's very, very true.
I think if we all had an opportunity, if he laid out all of the scripts and all of us had an opportunity to pick the script ourselves, it's a lot of those parts that I think a lot of us would have fallen back from. But by us being handed to him, you know, you had an opportunity to say, okay, you know what, I can do this. Maybe I can be a part of it. Because that's what life is, you know. We don't have no script in life. If somebody gave us a script in life right now, we'll mess up on the lines all the way to the end. But we mess up now because we're working off script. At the end of your life, that's when you're going to have that story through their eyes, through your eyes. That's where this comes from. Because life is its own script. But once you decide you want to read it, okay, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be this, somewhere reading that script out of 55 years, 40 years, 20 years, 19 years, you'd have missed something. You'd have left somebody hanging. So I think with this play right here, I think it brings us together because I think that we're all trying to aspire to be something better than ourselves. And it gets hard sometimes because, you know, we done already had some letdowns. We probably done the letting down, you know. So we're trying to find something bigger than ourselves right now. And whatever role is handed to us, if that's a role that we can find an apology in to try to speak back and apologize for that wrongdoing, to create better, then that's that role we'll get. But if the scripts was just laid out and everybody had to pick, it's a few of them scripts probably wouldn't even be subjected to even be played. So coming to life with the script is all about your intensity. Do you want it? How do I want it? How can I make this relatable? Because I could have played a duck. I could have played a duck if I had that script. You know what I mean? Easy duck. I'm talking about the bib and everything. You know what I mean? I just needed a pun. You know what I mean? That's it. Would have had it together. But I do believe that all of us are just aspiring to be something greater than ourselves. And doing a play such as this nature right here, I think that brings out the best of us. And at the end of the day, we're going to see it.
For me, personally, I'm an actress. But this was a very hard role for me because I'm a veteran. I'm a female veteran. And what actually happens to my character happened to me at the age of 18. So the first time he gave it to me, I couldn't memorize the lines. And I've been acting and modeling, and the camera is my friend. But I could not take that and let it sit with me. And we went to Sam Houston High School last year, and the students asked me, how do you go in and out of character? What this has taught me is that I get to be that voice for the people who can't speak and say that this happened to me. I get to be that cry that they never got to cry. I got to be that scream that they never got to let go of. So yes, this was for me. And it shows me that that 18-year-old is this beautiful, magnificent person. And I'm not defined by anything that I've been through. And it's definitely not going to define where I'm going.
Amen for that.
So, as he said, I didn't choose it. It chose me. So I'm definitely, with that, I'm definitely going to say something because when it happened to me, I was told I couldn't speak on it. And I didn't speak on it for 20 years. So 20 years, and now I have that voice. Now I have that platform. Yeah. But I'm the voice for so many women and men. That there are a lot of people that things have happened to them, and those people have just sat there and watched. And we never know why, though.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And the thing is, he allows you to get to the cause. What's the cause of it? But now, because I'm an actress, I can turn it off and I can turn it on. Even with the emotions.
Right.
Because the trauma that we all deal with no longer is strangling us. And that's the thing. If we realize that trauma can either strangle you or it can catapult you and give you life, it's your choice.
I'm going to give a shameless plug. It's to Dr. Veronica Brooks. She has a book out that's called The Warrior Within.
Yes.
If you have not read that book, what you are talking about right now, she breaks down everything in that book, how her life went and how bad it was. But where she's at right now, where she at right now,
yes,
and for where she came from,
yes,
that is one strong black woman to go through that.
It's a beautiful thing.
So if you have you read the book?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a powerful book, isn't it?
Yes.
So if anybody just get, I'm sorry, Dr. Brooks, I had to plug you right quick. But when you said that, it reminded me of Dr. Me and her, I call her my little sister, and we've been knowing each other for years. And when I read that book will make you sad, happy, cry, and then want to go choke somebody. All in the same chapter. No, it's not on the same chapter, but you know what you just said. Once you is able to release that, the shackles, all that is away, and now you have the power.
Yes.
They don't have the power anymore. You got the power.
That's right.
All right. Anybody else?
Yeah, I really wanted to speak about my character. I met Mr. Goode probably around 2016. I do have a small business, and so I'm a vendor. I'm a vendor, okay? And so, like, we sell holistic products and things like that. And that was years ago, so I don't know how much Mr. Goode actually knows about me as a person, but I am a visionary for social change, right? And so my character, I'm an extra, but I get to, in the Harriet Tubman scene, and I get to hold a baby and bring the baby basically into the new world. And so that's what I'm about, like, being the change that we need to be in this world for our youth. You know what I mean? We are the torch bearers. We are the people who have to create an environment for our young people. And so I'm elated about this character. I take it very seriously because I take our youth seriously. Our children need us. And when you think of people like Harriet Tubman, who risked her life so that we could all have the opportunities that we have right now, it was for our future generations. And so to be cognizant of our young people like Lil Ron back there, you know, they are the future. And so I really appreciate what Mr. Goode has brought to the community. And again, January 18th at 2 and 6. Come out and see us.
Hey, so I just want to say, Raymond, thank you for trusting us.
Yes.
Trust. Trusting us to bring each and every one of these stories to life. Trusting us to just trusting us. Because you can't trust a lot of people, especially with your works. These are solid things. You can't just give it to anybody. Like she said, that baby. You don't just give anybody the baby. You don't just give it to anybody, but you've given each and every one of us one of your children, if you will. And you've allowed us to rear that child, right? And when you see us not doing so well, you're, ooh, come on, bring it back this way, right? You've allowed us that, and thank you for that. Thank you for every time before you get to Texas, you like, T, where you at? T. And then on the flip side, I'm always like, where can I meet you? Where you need me? I don't know how I'm going to get there, but somehow, because I just, for myself, I personally feel like I'm not doing this for nothing. I do this every year. Like, I don't know how many years we've been doing this now. 6, 7 years maybe, I think, something like that. So in these 7 years that we've been doing it, if this is number 7, ooh, come on. Bring something around to me. You know what I mean? Like, because we all great, man. We're great. And we couldn't be great if you hadn't seen in something in us that we probably didn't even see in ourselves at the time. So, thank you for trusting us. Thank you. Thank you, sir. We applaud you.
Can I say one thing, please? May I say something, please?
Please.
I want to make this point. I've always been an entertainer, a professional singer my whole entire life. God blessed me with about 5 or 6 gifts, but that was the one gift that I always cultivated. I got COVID, and I started painting, started doing my art and showing it on Facebook. Now, I had never met Raymond before. I had seen Raymond on there, but I didn't know who he was. And one day he contacts me and says, would you like to show your art at my show? And I will send you these monologues. So I made 2 pieces of paper art for the 2 monologues. But then he asked me to be the host of his birthday party, and it was a joy to be able to entertain, because after I got COVID, my big concern was about what was I going to do with my life other than being able to be a professional singer, because that's all I really know. So the opportunity to be a bigger flower, you know, I'm kind of, so to be a bigger flower than I already was, you know, to really allow people to smell what I was putting out there, and to see my art and to be able to express myself. It's given me so much joy to know there's so much more to me. And thank you for recognizing who I am. I don't know why God made you come bother me, but I'm so glad.
Mr. Gordon.
Yes, sir.
Do you smell something?
I was going to ease my way around the corner.
You ain't got to ease. She waiting on you. She has brung a special treat for you to taste her. Come over here and let's talk to Gal Sugar.
Yeah, come on. Come on, Sugar.
Come on, Gal Sugar.
When I hear Sugar, I think of the movie Harlem Nights. Sugar. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's over there.
She brought in a little skillet. She cooking. I didn't even know she.
I didn't know. She brought something when she first came in.
Wait. I tell you when we did our first show, and between every other monologue that we did, I was like, she had people come up with hors d'oeuvres and serve it to the people, real classy, you know. And I'm telling her, cause I'm in go mode. I'm like, you know, just put it in there. It ain't got to be hot. She said, stop. Wait a minute. Wait. This is my kitchen. They are not getting cold food. They just have to wait another monologue. Okay. Okay.
Oh, I guess she told you. Hey, I want to give we got some people on here. Gloria, Dawn, Sharon, Rochero. Boy, just a cast of thousands. April. Everybody I just watched you walk across the way with that right there. You know, I do want to let everybody know this is being broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. So it's on the YouTube channel. So once we're finished, all I got to do is end it. You go to my YouTube channel, WSAN Radio SA, and you'll be able to see this all over and share it with anybody you want to share with. Okay? So what is this?
So these are my homemade chicken tacos. Like, I put super duper love into them. I takes my time with them. I debone every piece, and I feel it with my fingers so there's no bones in it.
I just threw the phone down. I don't need that phone anymore. Here, somebody hold this mic.
They are to die for. Would you like some mild sauce or hot sauce? My man, that's what I'm talking about. All right, let me give you a little drizzle.
Got the cheese milk much That's what I'm talking about.
All right.
All
Let's
right.
get a taste.
This
You drop it.
I'll get
There
this
you
one
go.
right here. All right. I see everybody's watching.
Sometimes I feel like they're always watching me.
That's not that hot.
It's all right. It's all right.
Can I go on y'all next tour?
You can.
I'll follow her everywhere she goes.
I'll be your assistant. Please. I need one.
Oh, the way he's flowing. Oh, you have to be getting that mail at January 18th. Oh, she's going to have a beautiful spread
And I'm
for
going to sit
everyone.
up there
Yes.
live doing everything.
Yes. It will not be the chicken tacos, but it will be the meat. So for the 18th, I'm having a complete meal. It would be chicken spaghetti, a mixed full loaded salad, and some garlic bread. You'll have slices of cake offered, as well as tea and water. So it's gonna be wonderful. Yeah, come early. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, you better get there early.
Wait, Mr. Goode, you still the host? You better take this microphone. You still the host?
I'm sorry, I'm still eating. This is good. I'm sorry. It's just how it is. I want to say thank you for everybody coming out today. I tell you, beautiful people here, and I can't wait to see the play, because I'm going to be here at the 6 o'clock one. But I'm going to get there early so I can set up, and as we're doing along, I'll get people over to interview them and all that good stuff and everything, and I'm going to be eating too. Wherever I see her, I'm about 2 steps behind her. I'll let y'all know that right now. Yeah. But once again, bless all of you for what you're doing here for San Antonio. We need this. Bless little Ronnie over there, because you know what? You know what? There are 3 Ronnies in the house. That's my name too. Okay? So, but I am blessed to have met this young man right here. He, a little story about him coming into Ball Hog's Barbecue. I was doing karaoke there. He came in like a storm cloud, just started messing with people right away. Hey, what you doing? What you doing over here? Hey, you want to come to my show? He was messing, and who he was talking to was Katrina Weber from KSAT. She was in there. And they just started talking, her and Tony started talking. I thought they were going to just take him away. And they were saying, he was saying what he was doing. And a lot of people know Katrina acts, and she could sing. So you may want to tap her on the shoulder one time. Just let you know. And I want to say one other thing. It's so much talent in San Antonio. I just can't figure out why nobody want to come here. But with things like this going on right now, we're going to give them the reason why they need to come to San Antonio. I was at Sabith, and they had all the short films, black people doing short films and all that stuff. It was this guy from Dallas, Texas. He said his next film he's going to do it here in San Antonio. He said he sees something in San Antonio. He said it's untapped here in San Antonio. He said, I need to let y'all know that I'm coming down there to untap San Antonio. And I thought that was a blessing on what he said. And I applaud y'all for coming out, and keep on doing what you're doing. And you just keep on doing what you're doing. I got my eye on you. Ooh-wee. You done found you a little roadie right here. All right, I'm going to let Mr. Goode close it out, say something to everybody.
Yeah, sure. When it comes to these roles and these stories that everyone doing, I try to tell people just to remember the victims, remember the survivors, remember the stories, because that's the most important part. That's what brung us together, and let's just honor the victims with their words and say their names at all times, because that's the most important part. I am honored and blessed to be with the San Antonio crew. This is one of my top-notch crew of the world, and I've only been back here for like a week or so, and I mean, y'all have opened up your hearts and homes and tables and food, and I mean, I'm blessed and I'm humble, I'm thankful, and I love each and every one of you, and you know that's from the heart when it comes from me. January 18th, 2 p.m., 6 p.m. January, I take it all, no worries. Wait a minute. So, January 18th, 2 p.m., 6 p.m. Come check out this wonderful cast of Through Their Eyes. Come see the production. Come get some of Girl Sugar's food. We love y'all.
All right, peace. All right, everybody. That's what it was all about, right here, live. Oh, Hey, catch them definitely on the 18th. This is DJ Ron G telling everybody peace and chicken grease.